This episode of Film Learnin is brought to you by AEJuice and the I Want It All bundle.
This video's sponsored! Woohoo!
Hello friends, I'm Dexter. Welcome to the video.
Hey guys, welcome to Film Learnin, the show dedicated to learn you some filmmaking and learn you good. And Dexter is here. You say hello, Dexter?
Hello.
What's your name?
Dexter.
That's right.
Hello guys, I said everything my hand.
This is going to go well. So today, guys, we are back into this with another review episode. Today, we're going to be reviewing the I Want It All bundle from AEJuice. Now, guys, you may recall that we have reviewed products from AEJuice before, specifically the Liquid Elements Pack and the AEJuice Pack Manager, both of which I gave a hearty thumbs up to. Now, before we get into the review, guys, I just want you to do me a favor, head to aejuice.com, download the Pack Manager, download the Starter Pack, download every free pack they have, and just try that out for yourselves. You've got nothing to lose because it's both free and awesome. Now, the I Want It All bundle actually encompasses every product they make, so this review is gonna take a while. So how about I shut up and we jump into After Effects and check this thing out. Now guys, before we get into looking at these packs individually, I just wanted to show you just the sheer scope of this bundle because there is a lot of stuff in here. So firstly, we've got Liquid Elements, which we reviewed previously on Film Learnin, and I've also talked about the Pack Manager before. You can find that up in the card above. And secondly, we've got Slides, the Slideshow Creator. That has a whole bunch of different elements in there as well. This is the Vintage Collection. Next, we've got the 3D Devices collection from Element 3D. Now, as you can see, there is a whole bunch of 3D tablets and phones in that collection, and I'll be showing you how you can customize those a little bit later on. Next up, we have Whiteboard, which has 200 animated elements. Very, very cool. Can't wait to show you that off. Next up, we have the Liquid Transitions. That's 140 animated transitions on top of our Liquid Elements. Next, we have Shape Elements, which has 777 animated elements. So already we've got over 2,000 animated elements and we're not even done yet. So our next one is Text Presets, 1,250 animation presets there. We have Monster Transitions, 100 animated transitions. So between these two, we already have 240 animated transitions. Next up, we have 2D presets, 2,250 animation presets. Is that enough? Oh no, it's not, because down here we have 3D presets, 1,550 animation presets. Now, if you add all that up and you carry the 2, and if I think my math is right, that's a crap load of stuff. Okay guys, so here we are on After Effects. I'm just going to head to Window and I'm going to open up AEJuice Pack Manager. Now, I want to show you something really cool. So it loads up and these are all of the products in the bundle that are assigned to my particular account right here. And I don't have them all downloaded because I wanted to show you something really cool. Say I want to download flat icons here. All I need to do is click this cloud button and it's downloading. I just want to show you in real time how quick it is. Done. Liquid Transitions. Let's download it. Done. I could keep going on, and you know what? I'm going to, because this is how fast this thing works. So you can see, even a big pack like our Slideshow Creator really doesn't take that long to download. Now, while that's downloading, let's go down and have a look at some of the free ones. So you can see we have a starter pack. We have my pack, which is all the layers that I've imported in using the Pack Manager. I touched on that one in my Liquid Elements review. That is super cool. So by all means, click the card above and check that out for yourself. Now, we're just going to download the rest of the free packs. So this one's just called 2.5D Devices. Done. We've got free sound effects. Who doesn't like free sound effects? That one's going to be a bigger pack, so I think that's going to take a little while to download. And of course, we just have our standard text presets, and I'll just click downloading on that. So that one's pretty quick. So this one's going to take a little while. That's not a bad thing, because that's free sound effects. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind that being a little bigger. So you can see Slides is almost done. We might try downloading Shape Elements while we wait. So this is actually illustrating another cool point. Just because you're downloading one pack doesn't mean you can't download another one. Okay guys, we are back and everything is downloaded. Now, before I jump into the paid packs guys, I just wanted to briefly touch on the free stuff, because if you download AEJuice Pack Manager, you have access to all of this free content. So if you want to, say, dip your toe in the water and see what you can do with AEJuice, you can't go wrong here guys, because these are all free. Now, the first thing I want to just touch on, and I did touch on it briefly in the Liquid Elements review, is the starter pack. If we click on that, you'll see that you have little bits of each of those paid packs. So you've got your Liquid Elements here, you've got some slides from the Vintage collection, you have these awesome whiteboard animations, you've got liquid transitions, shape elements, monster transitions, a whole bunch of stuff, okay? Including 50 of these Motion Cafe UI animations, which I absolutely love, and I wish I had known about them before my Iron Man HUD development cycle, but nevertheless, these are all here and these are all free when you download the pack manager. That is insanely cool. Now, not only that, we also have these free sound effects. Now, if we click on that, you can see just the sheer magnitude of free sound effects that are on offer, guys. And one thing is, a lot of these sound effects, they're just subtle Foley sound effects that you aren't going to find in a lot of sound effects packs. And if you do find them, you're probably going to be paying a pretty penny. But with this pack manager, they're free. So let's just check out a couple of them, because there's a lot of different folders here. One thing I really do like is these cinematic sort of, I don't know, booms or wows, something like that. You just go. So you might be putting together a scene and your character has just crapped their pants. What do? Well, let's just hover over and see if we can find a preview that is worthy of a pants crapping moment. Now that sounds about as pants crapping as I can possibly think. But if you don't like that one, you can preview any of these sound effects just by hovering over them. Oh, chills. So yeah, there's a whole bunch here, guys. Everything from just typing on a keyboard to pops to whooshes. And I really do feel like I have to say this again. This is free. It's free. Now we've checked out all the free stuff. Now let's check out the paid parts of the I Want It All bundle, starting with the Slideshow Creator. So I'm just going to click on that. Now you've got a whole bunch of transitions here, so you can put together your own slideshow, or you can let AEJuice do it for you. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to hit create, and we can name the slideshow. Let's just call it Creepy. Now you'll see why in a second. And you can also select a whole bunch of these transitions. So I've only got 4 or 5 pictures, so I'm just going to select these first 3 film transitions and hit continue. Next, you have to upload a music track. And as you can see here, it says our intelligent algorithm will analyze your music and suggest the best number of photos. Now, and it'll also analyze the music and determine where the best place is to put the transitions between the photos. So I'm just going to upload a sample bit of music. I've just got one right here. I'm going to hit continue. And now you have the option to either select a folder full of photos, or you can just select photos individually. Now it says here, our algorithm thinks 3 photos will get you the best result, but you can select anywhere from 2 to 3. So I'm just going to select 5 here. I'm just going to go into slideshow, and I'm going to select that folder, and it can determine whatever I need. So I'm just going to hit create. Okay, let's just close that out, and we'll just see what it's created for us. Yeah, that's why I named it Creepy. So you can see it's added pre-comps of these cool sort of film transitions and embedded our photos in there and sort of synced it up to go in time with the beat of the music. And what it has created is truly disturbing, but at the same time, it's really cool. So it's added filters it's added framing, and it's basically pre-comped all 3 of our photos into its own little project file, and all we had to do is click a button. That's insanely cool. Now, I don't do a lot of work with slideshows, but you can see how this would be a really good shortcut for anyone in motion graphics who needs to put together a slideshow on the fly. All you do is just feed in your music, feed in your photos, and let Slideshow do all the work for you. But let's just move on, shall we? Because I can't stare at that anymore. Okay guys, so our next pack is called Whiteboard. Now this is 200 animated elements, which essentially they just look like they're drawn out with a big ass marker. So you've got a whole bunch of stuff in here guys that would be great for explainer videos, learning content, or any sort of motion graphics where you require something to be drawn out. So there's backgrounds, there's business stuff, there's people, there's random stuff like birthday cakes or dresses, or there's even a big ham here. So let's build a scene really quickly. So let's grab a background, let's just say this home one. We'll just click on that, and what that's going to do is just going to add a whole bunch of stuff. There's some locked pre-comps here, and then there's one that we can actually have a bit of a play with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly dock this panel just so it's out of our way, and we'll just do a quick RAM preview, and you can see just how quickly this renders. There we go, all done. So I'm just going to trim the work area. You can just see, done. So let's do something else. Let's head along the timeline until our house is just about drawn. Maybe about here. Then we're going to add a person. So we'll just scroll down to people. Keep going. And let's do Grandpa Shock, okay? We'll just drag him out and we'll drop him right here. Bam. Okay, there's Grandpa. And we're just going to go ahead and move him over here. Now, what's Grandpa looking at? I don't know yet. But let's go into others. And let's go back to that big ass ham. There it is. And all I'm going to do is just wait till Grandpa's completely drawn. There we go, just about done. Then we're going to drag and drop that ham right here. There's our ham. Now, that's a really big ham. So I'm just going to bring that down to say 60%. Then we'll move it over here. And in the space of a couple of minutes, we've got ourselves a really weird scene of Grandpa being shocked by a big ham. But there's one more thing we can actually add to this, and I think that might be a text bubble. So let's grab a text bubble. And this one right here, we'll just drop that in. We'll then scale that down. Just up and over Grandpa. We're just going to open this up. We'll just type. And when we come back here, he's now saying, "That's a big ass ham." So obviously you can fart around and you can figure out the timing of everything. But you can see how easy it is to put together just a couple of different elements with Whiteboard and make something ridiculous. I mean, that really is a big ass ham. Now guys, one cool thing you can do is you can come in here, click on the settings, and you can change the type that it imports. So you've got ones that have had a bit of scaling on them, you've got one with a different type of stroke, you've got one that actually has a fill as well. So you can just click on that and it'll change the import of every single one of these. So if we click on, I don't know, money, and we grab this credit card here and we drop that in, that'll come in with the brand new coloring and the different stroke. And let's say you don't like those colors, all you do is click on the effects controls and you can change them. So say you don't like that one, you want it to be, I don't know, orange or brown, you can easily do that. So there's a lot of customization you can do within Whiteboard as well. You aren't just limited to that black and white. Okay guys, so the next packs we're going to focus on are the transition packs, specifically monster transitions and liquid transitions. Now these both work relatively the same way. So I've got a little bit of a scene set up here. So we've got me talking in our Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, and then we've got a really way too close up picture of me from the Iron Man HUD. So all we're going to do is just add a transition between these two. So I'll just click on the monster transitions and let's just have a look. We've got a whole bunch here. Just ignore Donnie snoring. And let's just grab, save this star wipe.
There are other wipes besides star wipes.
So we'll just grab that, drag and drop it, pop it here. There's our transition here. Now we'll just scrub through the timeline and make sure, no, as you can see, it's not quite where we need it to be. So let's center on the cut here. And we're just going to drag this along until it encapsulates the whole screen like so. There we are. So now that we preview, there's our cut. Awesome. Now guys, we can also, let's just delete that for now. We can also go into settings here and we can also change, say, the filter on the transition. So if we want to glow, we want to scatter, turbulent displacement, we want it to pixelate. Let's just say glow for now. And we'll do the exact same thing again. So we'll drag our star, drag and drop it right now. Now let's check out that cut. Wow, look at that. See? Fantastic. But let's delete that one for now and head back to the pack manager and maybe pick a different transition. Maybe from the liquid transitions this time. So let's click on that. So you can see we have 140 different transitions here, and we have basic shapes like these blobs, and we also have more complex ones that are pretty funky. So I think I might grab this bouncing ball one, drag and drop that in. Here we go. So we've got to hit center on that cut again, make sure it takes up the whole screen. Bam. So that's going to bounce in, boing, 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 and we've run into a little bit of a problem. Because with these transitions, there isn't an out point. But how do we solve that? Easy. First off, we're going to hit Control-Shift-D and split that clip, delete the excess. Then we'll just duplicate that. Head to the end of the clip there. And all we're going to do is go to Time Reverse Layer. So now it'll transition in and transition out. That's an easy solve for those ones. But if you can't be asked doing that, just stick with the transitions that have an in and out point. Okay guys, I am sorry this is going on so long, but there is a lot of ground to cover. So our next ones are the 2D and the 3D presets. I'm just going to do a quick overview of these because they basically work the same way. So I've got a comp set up with my face just on an alpha channel, and I've just got a white solid underneath that. So with that selected, I'm going to go into the 2D presets. And you can see we have a bunch of pre-animated animations. Now all we have to do to apply these is very simple. With that selected, we just say click on here and we just hit animate. Bam. Now if we do a preview, in comes our head. How easy was that? The answer is very easy. Now we'll just undo that and we'll go into our 3D presets. And you can see we have an absolute crap load of them as well. So let's just do a position, scale, and rotation. We'll just quickly grab, I don't know, this one will do. Now you can select either the in or the out or both. So you can see here, if I hover over the in, I'll just get the in. Hover over the out, I'll just get the out. And if we just hover over the middle of it, we're going to get an in and an out. So I'm just going to click this one, hit animate. And if we do a preview, bam. And you can also adjust the out as well. All we need to do is just bring this up, bring up the end of our clip like so. And then if we do a preview, it comes in and it goes out. So you can see there's absolute buttload of these with using position, scale and rotation, and there's even more with the 2D ones as well. So you've got position, rotation, position and scale, position, scale and rotation, scale and rotation. So you're not going to run out of choice for these anytime soon. Now the other ones we do have here are the text presets here. So we just click on that. So you can see, just like with the 2D and the animation presets, we have a bunch of these animation presets that can be applied to text layers. So if we could just grab a text layer and we type out, I don't know, fart, because, you know, I'm totally mature. And we just select that text layer, we can very easily just grab this, hit animate, and in comes our text and our picture as well. So we'll just turn our picture off, and we'll just do a quick preview, and bam, that's done. Once again, super easy to work with. Now the last couple of packs are the Shape Elements 2, and Flat Icons. And the 2 Shape Elements packs are really just to add a bit of extra pizzazz, a little bit of oomph to your composition. So let's just click on shape elements right now. And you can see it's just a bunch of stuff. So you've got 3D elements, like these ones here. You've got impacts, hexagons, like there's just a whole bunch of different shapes that you can add to your comps or your motion graphics just to enhance them a little bit and really just avoid animating these things yourselves, because that's the whole point of these packs. It's to avoid having to do all this laborious work yourselves and to make your life easier. So you can see, guys, there is absolutely tons and tons and tons of these things, and they work exactly the same way as all the other ones. If you want to add it to your comp, you select it and you hit import. Shape elements too, absolutely no different to shape elements. It's just more of the same. So you've got a whole bunch more 3D elements, you've got a whole bunch more lines, shapes, sparks, just more of it. So there's a whole bunch of cool stuff in here, and I highly encourage you to head over to the AEJuice website and check out the trailers for yourselves, because there's way too much for me to mention in this video alone, even though it's going for quite some time. Now, the last pack we do have here is the flat icons. These are really just some handy cartoon icons that you can add to your videos. I particularly like the social ones. They're just cute, you know? And sometimes you want a little cute, especially when you have a face like mine. And once again, guys, to import them, all you have to do is select them, import them. They are 100% After Effects layers, so they're fully scalable and you don't have to worry about any pixelation or anything like that. Very, very easy to work with. And once again, guys, if you click in there, you can change the colors to anything you like. Now, guys, the last thing I wanted to show you is part of the AEJuice bundle, but it's not actually in the pack manager, and that is the 3D devices pack for Element 3D version 2. So at the moment I have a comp set up with a Samsung something or other phone. I don't know which one it is, but I've got it set up. Then you can see it actually has a placeholder in there as well. Now, it's really easy to customize these phones to display whatever you want. All you need to do is set up a comp that is the exact same size as this, so 1440 by 3040 pixels, which I've already done. So I've set that up, and I've just got a video of Dexter in the studio just generally farting around. So all we need to do to add that to the phone is something really simple. All we need to do is head down to our Element 3D layer that I've got here, go into Custom Layers, go into Custom Texture Maps, and we just need to add that to Layer 1. Then all we need to do is head up, click Scene Setup, that'll load Element 3D. Then all we need to do is click on Placeholder right here, head on down to Illumination, click on Illumination, and from the drop down menu, we just want to select our custom layer. Bam. Then we'll just click OK. Click OK again. So if we open up Element 3D again, you can see in our AEJuice devices collection, we have some realistic models and we have some simplified models as well. So we've got everything from Macs to Mac laptops to Galaxy phones to iPhones to iPads and tablets. We've got a whole bunch of stuff, and that is all included in the I Want It All bundle. So not only do you get a whole bunch of 2D presets, you also get some 3D presets that you can play with in Element 3D version 2. So guys, that was the AEJuice I Want It All bundle. As you can see, there is a lot of content here, and that's one of the main positives here. Value for money. You get so much content for the price that you pay. And as you can see by the graphic on screen right now, you are saving nearly $500 just by purchasing them in a bundle. Now, as far as negatives go, I would really like to see some in-depth tutorials from AEJuice on each of these packs and how to utilize them best. Because while stuff like the transitions and the flat icons are easy to just drag and drop, it's not always self-explanatory how to loop them in and loop them out. Now, this issue could be solved by including some tutorials in the pack, or maybe just updating the pack itself to include some controllers for the ins and outs. But realistically, in the grand scheme of things of this whole package, it's a minor gripe. Now guys, if you are interested in picking the I Want It All bundle up, or you just want to check out AEJuice, the pack manager, and the free packs, just click the link down below and it'll take you straight to the AEJuice website. But for now guys, that's all I got for you. If you did enjoy the episode, please smash that like button. I really do appreciate it, and it does help out. And hey, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button below and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss a single Film Learnin episode. We will be back soon, just give me a little bit of time to work out the next effect. Now, we do have 2 other episodes of Film Learnin right over here, as well as my social media crap all over there with the Patreon as well if you want to support us, or you can click that join button below and support us directly on YouTube. But until I see you again,
Keep learning.
that's good. Thank you.